Bonjour. Comment t'appelles-tu? Instantly regret. Anyway, good afternoon, just everyone. Oh, I've just put this on and realised I've left my cup of tea in the kitchen. So, right, okay, I'm going to leave this on this screen so we know where we are. We are there. We're doing these bits today. I've cut out a new piece of foam and, you know, what I was avoiding doing yesterday. And, yep, got it drawn on, ready to cut out. We'll get it attached to this bit and then we'll get it attached to this bit. And then, and only then, no, actually not. I think I might do the other side as well because we're attaching to this down here. So I think I'll do this side as well today. I have a customer nipping round to take a look at my stitch pumpkin, and they want it painting like a pumpkin, not like sort of brushed gold like I did this one, because I thought like I wanted to try see what it looked like, and it highlights all the details and looks really good in pictures. You get all the stitches, you know, and everything. I put a piece of foam in the bottom, painted it black on the inside so you can't really see it, and whoops, sorry. And it just pops out through the eye. You can put a little tail light on it. Not a real one, obviously. You've got to put a electric one on, unfortunately. But you don't want melted plastic everywhere, do you? So there it is. So I've got someone coming to look at that in the next hour or two. So if I have to be right back all of a sudden, that's why. And yeah. So I won't be a sec. I'm going to go get my cup of tea. That's right. Oh, sorry. Oh, that went on my nose. Oh, and it went on my crotch. That's good as well. Excellent stuff, everyone. Well done. We're all doing very well, aren't we? I'll pop that over here for now. Alright. Oh. Let's pop them on and make sure I'm actually audible. I mean, crikey. So yeah, we've got the thing to do right here. Oh yeah. And then We've also got the spine details. I forgot about that. That's good. It's good that they're there. I'll be able to include them on the back of the thing. Belly part, the torso. So yes, that's very good. Yes. Right, let's get on with it. Let's get on with it, mate. Yeah. There we go. Right. Okay. So. Right, hang on a minute. I'm going to have to reply to a serious message about my tattoo. There we go. Right. Cracking on, as you do. All vertical angles down that way, and then just a slight inward angle on the top there. Right. Then we want a bit of an ingle. If you're from New Zealand, it's a bit of an ingle. I'll have to do it over here, I apologise. It's attached to a big long piece this time, and I've got my tea over there. I don't want to knock it over. Right. And I'm just trying to remember the ingles that I did earlier, yesterday. Silly ingles. Right. There we go. I need to do something else as well. I'm sorry about this. I'll be right. I won't be long at all. Whoopsie daisy. Hello. Right. Yes. Sorry. Discussing aftercare for my tattoo. Um, that's my Ninja Turtle that I got done a week ago. Actually, it's actually a cover up. That's why he's got like the weird stuff in the teeth there. Just got the color on it, and then it got infected, and that's why there's still some sort of red skin here. And it got really bad. Uh, so yeah, it needed. I had to get antibiotics and stuff. It was really bad, and it was my own fault because that Friday I had the wrapping on that you come away with. Put some of the aftercare stuff on when I got home, which was hours and hours later, and then I started working, forgot to wrap it up, and then after I finished, doing some of this build, I rewrapped it, but it was too late, and it was pretty much covered and wrapped all the way through the weekend. But by Monday, it looked like I'd been infected by a zombie plague. So I went to like a walk-in, after hours type of situation, GPs, and got antibiotics, and here we are a week later, and it's cleared right up, and it's just a bit itchy and flaky now, which is standard, when you get a new tire. So I'm really glad of that, and I was just talking to the actual tattooist himself. It was fantastic, and definitely nothing to do with him, nothing to do with their practices. They're so clean in there, it's unreal. They must go through so many gloves and tissues, and like antiseptic spray and stuff that they use in there all the time, and they do it more often than probably is necessary, which you just can't argue with. So yeah, I can't recommend them enough. I sing their praises all the time. They're the ones that did all this on this side as well. They're absolutely brilliant. It isn't my first rodeo with tattoos, as you can see, and having that get infected was like just a surprise, and it's my own fault as well because I haven't had one in so long, like nearly 2 years since that got started, and I've only just got the colour on it, and it's like I just got completely absent-minded over it, and it's so yeah, I fucked it up. And yeah, it's completely on me. Completely. Yeah. And now I'm up and running, and I've got all this going, and I'm selling, 3D prints of things, and just got a returning customer who wanted to come back for an ODST. So that's a thing. That's a good thing. Stitch pumpkins, a couple of them going out this week, and so I finally have some spare money. Even at this time of year with like Christmas rolling round and for kids and that, have just enough to finish off my turtle on my arm. And then I'm also gonna get other things done as well, because you only live once. I am not abbreviating that. And and yeah, did this one have? Oh, I forget. Did it have a? Yes, it did. Right. Okay. Sorry. Having a conversation with myself there, because I needed to remember if this had like a little slight removal, and hopefully not split like I did that while I talked through all that. I just split that in 2 places. You can just about make it out in the blur. But I've cut it too deep because I wasn't concentrating again. I'm still on the antibiotics pretty heavy, and they are the drowsy ones. So I'm like just trying to concentrate. And it's not like dangerous drowsy. It's just sort of like mild lapse in concentration, which for this line of work is detrimental. But I can't not work on it. I'm already sort of behind my own little schedule, and it is only my little schedule. I never sort of give customers a timeline as much as like an estimate, and I'm falling behind my own estimate. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Does it have a piece removed from here? Yes, it does. And then we have a bit removed from here, don't we? Right, okay. I'm just gonna try and know, not split it like I've just done. Fuck. It's not an uber big deal in that like it ruins an entire piece and you have to do an entire new like template and onto the form and everything like that. It just takes time. It takes time up now. You have to sort of wait for the glue to fix the broken thing, you know. It's just annoying. So yeah. Oh, right. Whilst I'm waiting for that, I'm going to dig out the template for the other side. Let's have a look. So, the other side of that is there. Aha! Right, so it's on the same one as we had the back pieces, so that's good. Right. Should make it ever so slightly easier to find, you see. Yep, that's it. Fell down. I'll put this back. Fell down on the floor. It fell down. Right. There we go. I've got a huge desk space, but I've ended up covering a big chunk of it here with all the paints you can see and everything, which is like would have been a real nice place to put templates, just like right there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make or buy a shelf. I'll bloody print one. There's an idea. How about we print one? I'm going to do it now. Literally going to set my set Petunia off. Doing some work. Just get Petunia to do some work. You know what I mean? Like, this might take a while or it might crash the entire setup. Let's see what happens. It's not really feeling like it wants to play. I just took the template off as well, just to let it wakey. There we go. Look at that. We're on-ish. Be there in a minute. There we go. There's a cat. Online models. Let's search the online models. Shelf. Oh my god, that's cool. Steph, you're a genius. It's a DVD shelf. That's not, surely not. Right, it's going to be on that one. How is that a DVD shelf? It looks so shallow. How is it that deep? There's got to be different versions of this. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Right, so that's how many you end up with. Got you. Okay. Do I need it? It doesn't need to be that wide, really. I kind of need it to be shallower than that, which is a shame because that is so cool. Is it remixed from? Hit the wrong one. I wonder if it, like, sometimes they put in the description that it's remixed from a previous one, but like the picture there doesn't resemble the depth there, does it? So that's like, can't really go with that. Let's see. Oh my god. It might have to be that. It might have to be. Oh, it definitely is. That's going to be plenty big enough. It's going to be like, has it got, let's see, has it got stuff on it? We need to get rid of you. Oh my god, right, okay. Let's see what happens. Do part 1. 8 hours. Crikey. Is that because it's... Right, okay. So that's okay, but like, have they modified the speed to bring it down? What's the... They have, okay. Right. Well, I'll keep it at the modified speed. Let's let things be the way that it's intended. Got no need for support, so that's okay. Yeah, it all seems fine. So yeah, slice it. Let's get it going. Print it. Yeah, Petunia. Off she goes. Alright, everybody, alright, we're that's gonna be great. It'll go right on that wall perfectly. And all my paints will be there. That has made me really happy. Oh, I need to check the filament. That's something I do need to do, is make sure that the filament, there's enough filament on it for 8 hours worth of printing. There isn't. But it's fine. It means I will just have to keep an eye on it. Just, yeah. She's making petunia noises. Right, so we just need to take a tiny bit out of this. It's split again. Okay, right, fine. That's made the decision for us. We're gonna cut this out. I'll do that little notch in a moment. I've got the RoboCop Rogue City theme tune stuck in my head, which is the RoboCop, like the OG RoboCop theme tune. I really like RoboCop 2, like as a film. I genuinely enjoy it. I think it's really good. Except the soundtrack, the theme is terrible. Terrible. It's like a huge letdown every time I hear it. Like it starts and you think, oh, brilliant, and then and then it starts and it's terrible. Oh, bollocks. There we go. And I think that's part of the reason they brought it back for RoboCop 3, which unfortunately was one of those let's try and fix what ain't broke situations where like they did a Turtles 2 on it. I think it was partly because it was that period of time in the late 80s, early 90s where like movies like that, like RoboCop, weren't being marketed to kids, but a lot of kids saw them. Like I saw RoboCop well before I should have, just for example. And yeah, it was like there was action figures coming out, and maybe that was after the fact. Actually, I'm getting mixed up. Yeah, they brought action figures out for the TV show, I think that they did, and they did the TV show for kids. Because it is sort of a superhero paradigm, isn't it? You know, he's a superhero as RoboCop. It's just one of those things. Just realised I forgot to take this little notch out and add it in properly. So let's do it properly. Let's do it. So yeah, they brought the theme tune back, but that's pretty much all they did. And they had someone else play RoboCop, and he was all right. You know, he wasn't terrible. It's just sort of a shame because, you know, the shift in tone was so jarring, and then you couple it with the fact that you've got a different guy in the suit this time around, and only because Peter Weller couldn't make it. Like everybody at the time sort of assumed that Weller didn't want to do it, but he actually did. He just couldn't. He couldn't commit to it. He had something else going on, I think. I can't remember what film it was. There was like another film he was doing, or he was committed to a play, or like a theatre. Yeah, and that's all I know really. Sorry, I can hear Petunia doing the outlines of my new shelf. That's so good though. Like, why buy a shelf when you can print a shelf? I'm so happy. Okay. Yeah. Need to knock that down. We need to bring back the chest piece. There we are. And I just want to check which bits are going to need to be thingamied. Only one side. Only the outer side needs to be angle cutted, and the bottom. So the bottom and the thingy. That's it. What's up, baby? Okay. Hey? Yeah, I heard you. What's the matter? Can you come in? Come on in. Hello. Come on in. Oh, there we go. Hello, baby. What's the matter? You okay? Want some fuss? Hey? There you go. Alright, baby. No, not in there. That's where my templates are. I'm doing a purry. I'm going to do some chewing of me. I get the mic. I should not encourage this behaviour, really. That wasn't very nice. Go on, parrot cat. So yeah, the outer sides need to be angle cutted. She's going to attack her tail while we do this. So I'm going to give it... See, that's got a decent angle on it already, so I think I'll just give it a slight one. We're just giving it a slight one, okay. We'll give a decent one on the bottom though. I found the template of it. It's a good one. It's a good cat one, this, isn't it? It's a good kitten template to have, isn't it? Eh? You like bits of foam as well. Oh, did I make an itch? I'm so sorry, darling. Here, let me help. How's that? Helping, aren't you? Oh, sorry. Sorry. I was just being in a piece. That's all. It's on your back foot. You know I'm gonna have to get on, don't you? I don't cut anything else out while she's there. Retract the blade. When she's a bit older, I'll be all right with it. But like, she's too nuts at the moment. Woo! Yes, there we go. Right, okay, I can work now. Yeah, just normal angle along the top, and then we're ready to do the bits and pieces on that one. Oh, actually, before I forget, just need to take a tiny notch out of there. There we go. Brilliant. That's my toes, darling. Please don't chew my toes. Thank you. Ooh. Right, let's get this. Again, just a slight angle on the outside because there's already such a good... It's a good angle on these already. I clearly was thinking ahead for once. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. There we go. Okay. Sort of just like that. But it's like not a big enough cut. That's so weird. Let's get some more of it out so it's a bit more in line with it. There we go, that makes more sense. So what I'm going to do is, once I've cut the middle out and got that settled, I think I'll attach it to the bottom first and then let it bend itself, sort of thing. I'm going to do my best to get this to just come out without a hitch, hopefully. Definitely not a tear. We do not want the tears. Have we got? No, that's all. Oh, hang on. No, alright. Sorry, I'm waiting for a message off the fella that wants to come and view the stitch pumpkin. Which I can expect any time this afternoon. Which way around shall we do this? Yeah, we'll do this bit. And because of the flexible nature of the outer shell, we can do like the top half of it, make sure it's exactly right, and then do the bottom half of it. I always prefer to do that anyway because you can be so much more accurate and even across the whole thing. Sometimes you can't, like the piece is too small, or you know, there's loads of factors that just prevent you from being able to be as accurate as you'd like for these things. So I always enjoy doing these parts because of that. And we only want an ever so slight intrusion like that. It just needs to be enough to actually be a thing, that's all. So just like that should be fine. I think she's just ran off with that. Whoops. So yeah, that's done. And now we can re-glue that for a start. Yeah, everything else is solid. I don't know why that bit didn't. It might have been the last part I tried to attach, so got some extra glue we want to get rid of. Make sure that's exactly where we need it to be. Yep. There it is. Okay. I got my other print bed turned up today as well. So I was supposed to have that yesterday. I was supposed to be out for delivery and it never turned up. And I've just had no communication from them. And I sing praises of Bamboo Lab all the time because they genuinely are really good. Like, they won't replace things like the hot end nozzle if they're broken or whatever, because it's considered a consumable. So you're like, oh, I'm going to get ripped off, and then you look and it's only a tenner, and it's like, all right then, you know. And you're like, to replace the same part on a different printer would be more like 30 quid, depending on the printer, obviously, but like, that's the sort of price you can expect for most, like, sort of what could be considered like consumable parts, is something like that. And then I've replaced the bed for like 20 quid as well, because you know, it stopped sticking, and that was definitely a thing that was a problem. So yeah, I excuse me. I'm just not upset about that, you know. It's definitely burnt out the nozzle a lot sooner than it should have done, but I was using PETG, which is it's a lot higher temperature, and it's you know, certified for it. Like, it is able to do it. But then I started doing it constantly. Like, I was only printing with that, and I think I ended up burning out the nozzle, and so I've replaced it, and it started printing absolutely fine, and the flow is exactly what it should be. It's all absolutely like bang on. But what I found, unfortunately, is that the nothing I try and print is sticking to the bed anymore. So I went and bought a new heated bed for the printer for Bob, and God only knows where it is. It was supposed to be here yesterday. It was out for delivery all yesterday, according to their own tracking service, and it just didn't turn up. And there's no difference today. So if there's anything I have to complain about with the old Bamboo Lab, it is that it's typically Chinese in their communication, which is very little. And it's like, you know, just potluck as to when things turn up and what have you, because they really don't care about shit like that. Whereas I do. I need to know what's happening. I need to know when things are going to be there. I need to know. But yeah, other than that, like I say, I'm ridiculously happy with the printers I've got now. I think I could probably do with another Petunia, which is the one that is printing my paint shelf now. And yes. And yes. And I reckon, you know, itchy nose. Yeah, it's just they're really good. They're really good printers. They're stupidly user friendly and intuitive, and they do exactly what they say they do, which is you can be printing as soon as you've ran a collaboration straight out of the box. It gets you to, you know, gets it to do a little, like, you know, bed test and nozzle test and flow test and all that shit, and then about 15 minutes later, done. And you're printing straight away. Every printer they've got is like that. Self-leveling, self-cleaning most of it for the most part. They tend to have like a self-diagnostic thing as well. They seem to know when the nozzle is clogged. I can tell you that from experience. And because they've got the app as well, you've got direct like monitoring capabilities. Each one comes with a camera built in. It's just brilliant. So you could be out for the day, important business meetings, you know, whatever it might be. And yeah, and that's it. You can, you know, something happens, you can pause it remotely, you can slow the thing down so that it doesn't finish till you get home if you need it, you know, or you can speed it up. It's they're so good. They're just really, really good. And yeah, very much happy with the state of affairs with the Bamboo Lab printers leak. Right. While I'm waiting for that to glue properly, I'm gonna stick a dollop in this bit and just get it to shape. Right. Okie dokie. Now we'll get this bit glued. Just having to push stuff out the way for the time being while it gets solidified, and then I can cut this bit, which seems to need. It does as well. Didn't really need it to do this on the other side, but we definitely do on this side. There we go. That's fit right in. Excellent. Okay. Very cool. I've got a little bit of separation going on here, so I'm going to have to get in the back way. Stick a bit of glue in there. Right, sorry. Again, more tattoo. Tattoo talk with my tattooist about my tattoo. It does look good on camera, and shredder right there next to it as well. It's like, oh mate, I'm actually really happy with it. I mean, that's just cool as fuck. And then the bandana over the top there as well. And oh, it's just really good. Thank you, Craig. You're a beautiful man. He's about as much of a nerd for Ninja Turtles as I am as well. So it's like, yeah. So it's double fun getting them done with him because, you know. And I'm hoping to make this entire sleeve Ninja Turtles as well. Eventually, you know, as things progress. Hopefully that's what I get done. Just all turtles. All the time. That's not picking up. That's good. Yeah, I done a load of messing about with like bits of like packaging foam and stuff, and made a sort of a shelf out of things to put Petunia the printer on because she was so loud, and she's only there like literally behind this camera wall, like the wall behind this camera, and this should be picking it up, or it was before, and now it's not. So I mean, that is definitely an improvement. So my silly makeshift experimentation worked. Whoa. Right. Nearly there, we're getting there. I'll hold it down a wee bit. Okay. We're going in both parts, so we can hold that shape and we get the angle, the exact angle we need. Just like that. And we're resembling very well the other side. Except that I've done in the wrong place to that. Oh my god. What a dickhead. Oh shit. That could be detrimental. In fact, it's most definitely going to be detrimental. Shit. Right, I think I can. I think I can figure this out. I'll just let this solidify, and then I should be able to get that to work. You all right, Squeaky? All right. Oi. Go on, killer. She squeaked. I thought she needed attention. You know, whether it was good, bad, whatever. And when I reached out, she just latched on. She's a wild little thing. Stop eating my ankle. What are you doing? She's playing. I'm complaining for no reason. She is right now bashing right up against my foot. And I have a feeling at any second she's going to flip over and just sink her teeth in. So I apologise in advance for the very loud noise I'll make once she does the inevitable. It's going to be like... with my claws and teeth noise. Right. Hopefully we get this. What doing? Don't you be bashing me. Hello. What are you doing, baby? Hey? You being a parrot? Go on then. You're not going to like this. You'll get all sticky. For any worriers, the blade has been retracted. There is no blade sticking out of this. Yes, what is this, eh? What is it? Would you like some more things to play with? Hmm? What do you think? Yeah? There we go. Excellent work, darling. You got it. You got it, didn't you? Yes, you did. I know. Oi. Not on the commission. Good girl. Ish. Oh dear. Excuse me. That's your bit. And that's glue. You don't want that. No, you don't want that. Why aren't you listening? Don't you speak English? Oh, you got him. You got him. Yes. Nope, not that bit. Good girl. Come on, you. What are you doing? Are you coming back? I'll walk down my arm. No, we're going underneath now. Okay. Anytime you like, love. Stop trying to eat my head. Go on then. Oi, bugger off. Go on. Oh. Oh dear. Sorry everyone, I'm having to trying to sort out my I've got an appointment for me flu jab tomorrow. I need to change the time on it. That's okay, sorted. Okay. Right. That killed enough time, didn't it, while we were waiting to get this back on? Dried, rather. The glue solidified. Solidify the glue. Glue. Why is it my... I was trying to just go... Why is it doing that? I'm not doing that on purpose. It was just going completely out of my control. Why are you doing that? He said to his voice. His voice replied, because you're making me. No, I'm not. Yeah, you are. You're in control of your brain. Oh no. My brain is not my ally. Why are you separate at the bottom? I do not like this. How dare you? In such a way. Right. Yep, thought so. Yeah. Yeah, it's doing it across the board, and we're going to have to re-glue the whole thing. It's what every now and again you run into just a section that really doesn't want to glue no matter what you do. And I don't know if it's like a bad part of the glue stick or just a piece of foam that's been manufactured in such a way where there's no real pores in it for the glue to seep into and then therefore grip. And it just, like, every now and again, it just happens where, like, no matter what you do, it just won't glue. I know what you're thinking. After a rhyme like that. Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne. I amuse myself. Could it be Einstein himself? Right. What is happening? Okay, we're prepared. I think it's about time we got it attached. Oh, I need to reply to Kat 2 seconds, everyone. Let's see, where is it? Sorry everyone, won't be a moment. Copy. I need to forward an email to Kat from UPS. There we go. Right. Okay, everyone. It's not perfect, and I still need to do this. Let's see, how are we doing this again? Right. So it is that bit is sort of an outward one somehow. Yes, and it already is. That's good. Okay. And what do we do? What the hell? I'll tell you what I've done. I've just done it the opposite way around, that's all. What an idiot. Crying out loud. Okay. It's fine. I don't have to do any extra cuts. I just have to take a chunk out of this and make it behave itself, you know? So, like, that is what we want. And then I'm going to daub a load of glue because the connections are so weak on this that it's going to split. And what we'll do is I'll get this glued in first. Yeah, I just did it backwards. So silly. Shall we check in with the printer? Let's see what's happening. Going well. That's looking super clean and marvellous. I'll turn that off because it'll be hammering the Wi-Fi. There we go. That's more like it. Yes, look. Now we've got it the same. So the only other thing I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to whack it. Oh, it's there. Whack a bunch of glue on the inside of that seam. Right. I'm now going to take a short break and get myself a cup of tea, because I'm British and that's what we do in life. We do strange things in a crisis. You know, in America they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. In Britain, we say, when life gives you lemons, chuck 'em in the bin, get some beans on toast and a cup of tea. We don't. But I wouldn't be surprised if I'm not the first British person to say those exact words. Right, those are there. This is here. I think that goes, yeah, it's like right up here. So that's like that. Exciting times. I think we're nearly ready to like flip over to the other side. But no, I think I'm going to go all the way down the back. That's definitely what we're going to do. Right, be right back. Tea time. Hello. Sorry, it was a little tiny bit longer than I was hoping to be. But here we are. And we can start this little process off. Oh no. Oh no. We need... Ooh, exactly that. Okay. Not a problem. We need a tiny strip for both sides. Oh dear. All of a sudden my lungs have gone all itchy and scratchy. They fight, they fight. They fight and fight and fight. Yeah, like I've just done a load of rotary tooling and didn't put a, you know, like hours worth, I mean. Here we go. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, okay. Oh no. Let's get the part of the blade that's never been used before, see if we can just slice straight down. Oh yes, look at that. I went slightly off and I was able to cut that tiny slice out of there with the sharpest part of the blade that hasn't been touched yet. Oh, lovely. Lovely. We like a bit of it, don't we? We do. So that needs to go in there. There we go. Just slice a tiny bit off. And glue it on. Yeah. Might as well glue it on first and then I'll glue it to the rest after. So I'll let that settle in its own time. Get this bit glued on. By the time we've done all that cutting and gluing, it should be dry and we can attach it properly, and then we'll get it on the back. It might seem silly that, like, you know, we're spending all this time on just a little tiny piece before we add it on, but it's gonna physically yes, that'll do. It's gonna physically touch, it's gonna be physically on there, so we need it to also, that's not flush either, so there we go. Right. Yeah, it's going to be physically attaching to the bits we've set up on the back piece here, specifically right there. So we need that to be there, you know. I'm going to keep this over there just so, because we're going to need to make another one as well. Oh God, I'm having an allergic reaction to something. Well, that's what it feels like anyway. Huh. It's nothing new though. What's... Have I kicked up some dust or something? Well, I just got some glue web in my eye. That was fucking perfect timing, wasn't it? Right. Get this glued on now. This bit here. I have no idea what that means. Always appreciate the chat though. How about jam? Oh, is that Cam? Can you eat pickle? Excellent. Congratulations. You got me, whatever that is. Oh, hang on a minute. Okay. Right. That needs to bend in. I remember I specifically waited so that I could bend that in on here. So, and that needs to bend in as well. I haven't glued that. Right. Okay, what we're going to do is start at this side. I'm going to move the camera so you can see what I'm doing because I'm going to have to do this on my lap. Because I need it to be out, out the way. So, where the across the torso? Oh no. Right. So I need a great big fat piece of glob here because I've done a little bit too much of an angle to get this right, I think. So let's get this held in place. And then once this is properly solid, I'll go from the back and do this bit along here. This bit's going now, and we'll do that. And then we'll do this bit to here, and then we'll properly shape that and get that on as well. And then we'll bend this down and get that attached. I just started to mess this up at the right time. Oh God. God damn. Okay. Oh God. Okay. To save time, I think I'm going to glue along both bits along the top with plenty of glue, and then along this side up to the cut again with plenty of glue. And let's get it on. trying to hold this bit in because it's sort of awkwardly shaped, like it's just off. And if I don't keep this in place, I'm going to have an overhang up here or a gap down here. I prefer an overhang because I can sort of chop that off and smooth it, but oh. Oh, right. I'm going to voice reply to my customer that's not well, so I'm going to mute while I do that. I'm not interested in doxing her or anything in case I give details that are specific to her. 2 seconds. Okay. Yeah. Just needed to reassure her that everything was all right, and you know, she's seems worried that she's inconvenienced me, and I'm like, oh no, 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 no. No, don't worry about that, Christ. And yeah. Right. Just getting this solidified and on here as well, and then that's that done. And that gives it a bit more. Literally just this little tooth. Dracula. Oh, oh, oh. Blah, blah, blah. I keep forgetting about my tea and letting it go cold. sackable offence. Okay, I've got an idea. I'm going to glue in 3 places. 1, 2, and then under here, 3. Let's get you on there. Now, it's a bit silly to do this because you can very easily mess up, but I am a professional. So, we're not going to try this at home, are we? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I love doing that because it reminds me of my childhood, like old like live TV programs. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to sit in a circle and watch Ninja Turtles, He-Man or something, you know. Okay, boys and girls, time for raccoons. I can't remember if raccoons was... I'm pretty sure it was on like a going live thing or something on a weekend. Or was it the daily thing that was on a morning as well? And there was like children's TV on a morning, which was like the shut up and stop bothering your parents while they're getting ready for work type TV programs. There we go. We're on. Look it. Attached. That's really cool, and this bit that I've just glued has done the thing I wanted it to do with the bend, and then in turn it's bent on this side as well, so that's excellent. Everyone, well done. You've all done fantastically well, haven't you? And here we go. On this side. Right, to get it more or less the same, I'm just going to do exactly what I did before, and that's put a nice huge amount of glue on here. And stuck it on there. How dare you? How dare you? So I'm looking at the kitten and she's grown. Like since the last time I looked at her. Her head's got bigger. How did you do that? She's not going to tell me. So, that is very interesting. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. This bit sunk just then. I didn't need that. We don't need that. We do not. Oh, no, thank you. Right, okay. once again do the same. We got enough in here? Yeah. Right. Run out of glue, so I'm just going to do this top bit first. I'll get this solid and get another glue stick in there. No, we don't need that kind of overlap. That's what we're gluing to avoid. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, everyone that watches back and what have you. Yeah. That's like a real weird thing to say. Okay. It's not as solid as the other side, so I'm a bit gutted about that. But we can get this nice and solid, hopefully. I'm really sorry that it's like out of the view of what's going on. Let me explain. Because of the nature of it, there's this whole thing, and I need to be at a certain angle just to make sure this glue goes on, and there's very little surface area connection. So I'm trying to solidify massive rivers of glue that are filling in the space that I've cut out by accident. So it requires you to hold it in a specific way while it solidifies and cools down. I'm just now realising as well that I didn't glue down that tiny little strip that I cut out and added. So, right, yeah, this little strip here, I haven't glued down, look, so it's still separate. I'm going to let that solidify just a little bit longer. I'm going to go warm up my tea, and I'll be right back. Right, all you wonderful, wonderful people. Coming to the end of it today. Just going to glue in this little triangular tooth piece. Come on. There we are. Yeah, it's not quite even, but we can get it on there. So yeah, gonna knock it on the head after this because I'm hoping the potential customer shows up fairly soon. And then I've got errands to run. And yeah, so I'm going to get the heel out of here and then I'm getting itches as well. It's me tattoos flaking. Let's get this to solidify. There we are. Right. So I'm gonna, I'll come at that from behind, I think. For God's sake. From underneath. Just whack it on there and let it spread it back itself. Come on. Oh my God. There we go. Just a little further back, I think. Should do it. And then I'll do the same one here. Just a little bit behind where it needs to be. And then we'll do the scrapey scrape thing. Not quite. I realise a lot of why my arm's itching is because it's been shaved and the hairs are growing back. And I realise that now because I'm bending my arm and getting spiked by the little hedgehog priggles. Prigs. Right. I'm all over the place. Right. Yes, I need to do just in here. There is a tiny, tiny little edge that I haven't done yet. Get that glued. And then we're going to put a huge amount of glue in here. and just shape it. It doesn't need to be pushed all the way over or anything, it just needs to be shaped. Just like that. Okay. And here's how we're looking. I should really, I do need to get that in the middle, and that'll push these two parts aside. Because that's more like what we need to happen, is like a bit more like that. So, yeah. A little bit off, aren't we? But okay, it's all right. We're getting there. We'll get there. We'll be fine. We'll be read. Thank you very much for watching. Those that popped in, I appreciate you. How about Jam with your weird, like, how long does it take to use every symbol except the actual alphabet to write 4 words? So thanks, I think, for the one message I've had today. It was just weird as fuck. And I'll try and get back on later on, and if not, then definitely tomorrow. And we'll get this. We'll get the rest of the back done. Hopefully today. If not, tomorrow morning. And yeah, it'll be good. So thanks again, and thank you to those that watch this back later on. I really appreciate you. And see you soon.